Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show, Style, and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course. And as you can see from the title of this video, I just want to give some talking points and my opinion about the term narcissistic injury. Of course, I am not a psychologist or psychiatrist. Therefore, I am not diagnosing anyone. I am merely giving my opinion based off of the definition and some signs of someone showing a narcissistic injury. And also, this can help any woman who may be out there in the dating game trying to meet someone and the relationship did not work out. And perhaps you're dealing with some, abnormal behavior or negative behavior, and you just want to get a grip on the situation. I am certainly not diagnosing anyone. And again, this is just my opinion, and everything said here is alleged. All right, so first I ask that you please hit the like button on this video. You've heard myself and other content creators ask you to please hit the like button because it will cause YouTube to recommend this video to more people with similar interest. Also, please consider to subscribing to Shows, Style, and Spirit. I offer a variety of content. I do TV show recaps. I even interview some reality TV stars like you see on my Instagram page with Kiki Jabbar and Miss Van, both from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And also, I do videos where we talk about topics that people can relate to in our everyday lives, such as trying to date and meet new people and the things that you may deal with in terms of their behavior, which is like this video. All right. So also I ask that you, if you're on Instagram, please follow me at Show, Style, and Spirit. I have my own Bedroom Candy by Ebony Instagram page. You're free to follow me on there too. But in terms of the YouTube channel, I just started the Show, Style, and Spirit page. For a couple of reasons, I hadn't done it. One, I wanted to establish my YouTube channel, get at least 1,000 subscribers and, meet the metrics to get monetized. And then I was wondering, did I really want an additional Instagram page to keep up with? And then, there's also some bloggers, they seem to really get bogged down or annoyed with some of the DMs that they get. So that's why I kind of shied away from starting my own Instagram. But I decided it was best for me to be able to connect with my subscribers. So I just went on ahead and started it. So there's a little bit of content up there. I actually just posted some pics from my fresh retwist today. So definitely check me out. You can my handle is Shows, Style, Spirit. And of course, there's an S after show. So SHOWS, then another S for Style, Spirit. I'll post the link in the description box. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, y'all. So I actually got this information from ChooseTherapy.com. If you've watched some of my Love and Marriage Huntsville recaps, then you know that sometimes we go on websites like ChooseTherapy.com just to talk about some behavior traits that you may come into contact with if you are dating individuals who may be controlling or manipulative. But a narcissistic injury occurs when narcissists believe their self-image has been criticized or slighted or insulted. And possible causes of a narcissistic injury include a breakup or feeling out of control. And then some of the signs that someone has a narcissistic injury include engaging in a smear campaign, manipulation, devaluation, and making threats. So obviously, I read about narcissistic injury on ChooseTherapy.com. And then I summarized what I read in a few short sentences. But definitely go to ChooseTherapy.com/narcissistic injury and check it out for yourself. I'll post that link in the description box as well. All right. So basically, in a nutshell, in my opinion, and allegedly, I do feel like someone from the Love and Marriage Huntsville show has obviously shown signs that they have gotten narcissistic injury because they want to engage in a smear campaign. We all know that this individual called Melody a 304, basically trying to say that she has cheated on him and has been promiscuous, when we know for a fact who has cheated on her and even produced a baby outside of the marriage. Another example of him engaging in a smear campaign, which again is a sign that a narcissist is injured. Another smear campaign example is just trying to say that she has several different babysitters. And I'm going to play some audio for y'all in this video. And I'm going to comment on it because that number of babysitters, it has significantly changed. That's how you know it's all cap, it's all BS. And also, obviously, this couple has not only broken up, but they have divorced, which would be a possible cause for the narcissistic injury. And I think even if they were not on this TV show, he would still be injured just by the mere fact that Melody left him. And then the only difference is the way that he torments her would not be documented via the cameras and via the show. So let's go right on ahead. I do have some audio. I'm going to take myself off of webcam because I know I'm going to be reacting, okay? So I do want to set up the scene. So this first clip that I'm going to play for you all, it is a part of the Las Vegas trip. And Martell is triggered, and he has been trying to trigger Melody all night by calling her Beyonce. He is annoyed and jealous that she has launched her singing career with her very first single, Telltale Signs. And he was trying to get her to react all night by calling her Beyonce. And then I know that you've seen this scene before. We know it's going to happen in their argument, but I do want to give my commentary afterward and relate it to the term of narcissistic injury. So I'm going to go ahead and take myself off of webcam, and then let's go ahead and play this clip.
Excuse me. So, why are y'all so concerned about his feelings being upset? You are. When I was sitting right over there having a conversation with Mr. Holmes, I said I had been shooting my video. He said that.
This is a song about me negatively. Of course I'm going to say something. And don't mention that you shot a video about a song about your ex-husband. And we got 4 kids together.
My song ain't just about you. My song ain't just about my ex.
Hey,
My song ain't just about you. I know who it should be. I know who it should be.
So whatever.
My song ain't what you are about.
Man, you put this song together even before we got divorced. I remember you and my kids walking in the house singing it 2 years ago. Shut up. Martell is acting a complete ass right now.
You're talking about down. You're talking about down.
Chill out. It's fine, I'm telling you. It's okay. But listen, why are you lying?
Lying about what?
You said that the song wasn't written prior to us divorcing?
I said left you. I just said before I left.
You was in the house with me, having sex with me, doing everything else.
Really?
I'm like, listen, I remember, I'm like, man, why are you playing that song? Why are you singing that song? Why do my kids know this song? My kids know this song.
The song you're talking about is down.
It don't matter.
It's the whole
It doesn't matter. It's still a negative song about their father that they are saying in the
I
house.
don't even know it's about you.
Stop making mention about the children. That's all I'm saying. He said, why do my children know this?
Damn. Where'd she go?
Yeah, like the kids shouldn't know the song. Right. Like real talk. Like y'all shouldn't say nothing to me.
See, here's my thing. Now you always want to talk about 4 kids, 4 kids, 4 kids. Listen, you was fucking 4 kids when you was doing what you was doing. No, now don't try to use that to make me behave. It's controlling. It's a controlling mechanism. My kids know where to go. They don't know what this song is about. I don't care what he wants to make himself think. When they ask me money, so what's that song? I just say just like experiences.
So there you go. Martell was trying to make Melody look bad as if she created this song while they, as far as he knew, were being intimate and I guess working on their marriage. But then she's writing a song about him cheating and then playing the song for the kids to hear. So now, Martell, one, if you cared so much about the kids knowing about how you hurt their mother, you should have just not cheated in the first place. Then you would not have been her inspiration, her muse to write Telltale Signs and Down. Speaking of Down, Melody was trying to explain that the song that you heard me singing around the house was Down. Down is actually my personal favorite out of all of the music that we've heard so far from Melody Cherie. I realize that nothing but you is gonna change. I love that song. I listen to it all the time. But I felt like he was trying to turn the cast against her in this scene. If he could convince them that she was playing telltale signs around the kids, and that they knew that the song was about a man cheating on a woman, and that man was their dad. But Melody was not ashamed of the song. She defended it. And of course, Kimmy and Letitia, they activated their pick me energy in this scene. And they even tried to tell Melody, why don't you like not play clips of your video in front of him? Because it's upsetting him. But why should she dim her light? Because he feels away. So to me, he's acting as if he is injured, that his public image looks bad or has been slighted because of the song. But really, that's manipulation, a possible sign of narcissistic injury, trying to manipulate everyone into thinking that Melody is trying to make him look bad and trying to show it to the kids as well. But let me know what you all thought about him trying to bring up the song as well. So now we have this sit down, and this is the Las Vegas trip was from season 4. And so Martell asked Melody to meet with him, to talk with him face to face. And there was a couple of things that he wanted to bring up. This first clip of their conversation, he's trying to control Melody. He does not want her talking about him cheating loudly. And whenever she brings up the truth, the fact that he hurt her, he calls it disrespect. So really, Martell, if someone tells the truth about you being a cheater, that's disrespectful. Who are you? You're not perfect. You're not a perfect being. You're not God. So that's why these things are factual about you, sir. But let's just go ahead, let's just listen to Martell himself with the BS. I don't need to tell you. He's going to tell you himself.
Have ups and downs. Things happen that
people do have ups and downs, but you had a big down. A big down.
And I apologize.
Can you throw them apologies in a river of no more? Because you know how many years I've heard them?
Well, I wish you apologize. Hey, y'all guys apologize to me probably one time in them 12 years and done so much more than me.
Oh, I've not done so much more than you. Name it.
Every time we left the house, we stayed gone for a day until
Why was I
in the hotel.
I was by myself. Don't no woman just up and leave. We barely celebrated our first year anniversary because of your mouth and how you talk to me and your attitude. Let's be 100. So you've been disrespecting me for years.
Wow, you disrespecting me now in a public place. Stop.
You disrespecting me publicly.
No, I didn't.
The biggest disrespect you could ever do. Too bad you didn't care enough about your public appearance to keep your penis in the household. So miss me.
Just stop. I'm gonna stop. You stop. Let's talk about the.
So in that clip, she's eating him up, getting him told about him being disrespectful to her for years. And even on their 1-year anniversary, they could hardly enjoy themselves and celebrate it because he was talking to her rudely. So, it's really upsetting because on the one hand, you don't just want to throw in the towel. You do try to make it work. You pray to God and ask him to heal the relationship. You go to a therapist and ask them, what can you do? You may go to your pastor. You may do all of the above. You may buy lingerie. You may take time off of work and try to do a long weekend with him. You could, give it up 3-4 times a day. And if he's going to be disrespectful, then it's just in him. But I know that she did all that she could because she stayed as long as she could and gave him time to try and work on himself. So he doesn't deserve her, bottom line. But it was really interesting to see him trying to control her content that was coming out of her mouth. And he didn't want her saying loudly in public that he was a cheater. Well, you should have not cheated then if you care so much about your public image. But, again, not diagnosing anyone, just my opinion and just off of reading some information from choosetherapy.com. It just appears like he may be injured because of the breakup of the marriage. So then in this scene, he tries to accuse Melody of having 10 babysitters. Now, we all know that that number has changed. So before I give my commentary on it, though, I do want Martell to go in with the BS.
What is it that you want?
Well, me knowing that you have too many babysitters, and I've talked to you several times about it. In terms of too many people, I feel raising my children, too many different influences. I don't know who have them at times because you got like about 10 different babysitters.
I don't have 10 different babysitters.
Well, I'll say 4 or 5.
I have 2.
No, because 3 people watched them in one day. Last week or the week before last? Yeah. Three people watched them. So you said 2, but it's 3 right there.
So your cousin's not their babysitter.
But she
watched them for a couple of hours, like
okay,
2. And that was only because you weren't able.
That
was only because you weren't able to pick them up at the time that they would typically get out of school. Then you had them the week prior. Then I had them the week prior. Let me finish. Hold on a second.
Because I got
it was on not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. You picked them up on a Monday. The week prior, the kids were with me. We went out of town to Atlanta. We went and saw my aunt. My cousin just had his baby. Then I had to go to Atlanta for a speaking engagement.
So you left them with your auntie?
With my mother.
Did your brother Marcus watch them? Because they told me Marcus watched them.
Are you ready for me to finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you ready for me to finish? Then we went while you're keeping your tracks. See, this is why when you say move forward, I don't agree with you. So no, I'm going to address that too. I'm going to address that too. I'm going to address it. Oh,
6:21.
Oh my gosh. You gonna let me finish, or you gonna keep doing what you do? Because when you were talking, I was quiet.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So let me get the facts for you, because yours aren't accurate.
Okay, so now I'm not going to play the clip of the last few minutes where she is outlining for him where, she took the kids to visit her aunt and her mom kept them, and then she took them to Atlanta, and then she had a speaking engagement and asked her brother Marcus to keep them for about 3 hours while she made some money doing a speaking engagement. And he has always said, he doesn't want any men watching the kids, but this isn't just any man. This is their uncle Melody's brother. But then he denies that he is, HOMOPHOBIC. So I feel like she didn't have to go through all of that explaining. She is their mother. She has just as much right to the kids as he is being their dad. He doesn't give her explanations. And according to Sheree, allegedly, she's been around the kids before. Melody doesn't ask him for an explanation. So why does she have to go through, oh yes, they visited with my aunt and my cousin who just had a baby. And then my brother watched them while I had a speaking engagement. Again, Martell, had you not broken up your home and you had a legitimate job where you could pay the bills, Melody would not have to work so hard and do speaking engagements just to provide for her kids. And also in this scene, in that last clip, she said, you haven't had any money to provide, and I've paid for them to get their hair done, tuition. That's very expensive. And he says in this scene that he got the girl's hair done. Bravo, Martell. Bravo. You did the minimum. What do you want people to do because you got their hair combed? Oh my gosh. What are you going to do when these kids turn 18 and it's time for them to go to college? Are you going to have the tuition and room and board to shell out for them? Plus the books? Plus they're going to have to eat? Give me a break. So y'all, let me know what you think about this. And again, no one is diagnosing. This is just mere conversation based off of the info that's on choosetherapy.com. And also, you may have gone through this yourself in a marriage or a relationship. But I hope you all are having a fantastic weekend. And definitely hit the like button on this video. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I have to admit, I'm feeling myself. Whenever I get a fresh retwist, it always feels good. It's always nice to pamper yourself. And my loctician, Bree, is amazing. We always have great conversation. So I will talk with y'all soon and take good care. Bye-bye.